the benefits of Boomerang itself is actually we are high on. Actually, how did I say that? My English is.
No, that's okay.
Like the value of.
You can actually speak in French if
No,
you want.
that's fine. I'm just trying to. I don't have the words.
That's
right
all right.
now.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not very good in front of a camera.
No, don't say that. You're not talking to the camera. You're talking to me.
I know.
Yeah.
So on the business side, Boomerang Kids, I don't think is actually way above any other franchisee in the consignment world right now, because we don't like I said, the business model is different, and we try to reach a market which is actually it's not everything that we take. It's actually a market, the good quality products, which is not that you can see at other locations or other franchises. So the products we sell are actually high quality, brand names, at much lower price than you can actually get in a retail area. So right there, you actually have a benefit. On the business side, your numbers right there, you're actually selling at a higher price, higher money, higher income for your franchise. It's the franchisees.
You're a financial guy. When
Yes.
you were evaluating us as a franchise, what were you looking at?
The bottom line, obviously, everyone looks at the bottom line to see if you're actually making money. But in the end, you start looking how much is the cost of operation, how much does it actually cost to run a store, and after that, once you go from just to run your everyday cost, from HR to your building to your rent to how much more money how much do I need to sell to actually make the bottom line positive? So for me, as a franchisee, how do I make the money? Well, that was what we looked at, and with already 3 or 4 existing franchises at the time, we actually looked at how much is our sales, and the sales were actually pretty much higher than what I anticipated for a consigned shop. Because if you look at different franchises, actually the sales are pretty high for other types of franchise. So sales are pretty high for a consigned world. So what we did is I looked. It was pretty good compared to what I've seen other outside. This Boomerang Kids. So we were pretty happy about the numbers. And after the numbers, you can actually see like what was the strategies. What did Boomerang Kids to actually get their self, to get the name known in the community, which is actually pretty important. And as already a consignor, or actually my wife was actually a consignor, it actually brought out, she had the experience of what they were, so she actually gave me the rundown of what Boomerang was actually about, which I had no clue as the father, obviously, because I'm more of a number person. I didn't know. I don't go shopping. I just pay the bills. So yeah, so on the business side, I looked at that and it was wonderful. It has potential, especially now in a growing market. We're going on the online e-commerce, which it actually opens up a whole other ball game, which actually can actually grow our bottom line exponentially, which is it's great just to think about that. So hopefully it's going to get where we want it. And we know it takes time. Everything there's a curve. And to open up when you go into a new strategy like this, there's actually upfront costs, which we knew about, which some people, you have to think of. There's actually, to make money, you got to spend money. You can't just, tomorrow I'm going to make a fortune. No, it actually you spend, and hopefully in the end it's going to pay itself at least double or 3 times the amount, and probably more. Especially in the e-commerce world, in the internet world, it's actually a lot more than that. If you look at the Facebook or anything that's online, it's now $1 billion industry, and just in advertisement and in sales and anything that they do, it is the way of the future. So Boomerang Kids had a light, they had a bright light and saying, why aren't we the first one? And I think it's going to pay itself out in the end. So I'm pretty sure that any additional franchisees can see the benefits, whether it's financially, business-wise. The model itself is actually way above, beyond anything on the market now. So it's pretty much a good way. Boomerang Kids is a good name, and it's going to be a name, hopefully, that will actually be recognized easily across Canada, anywhere. Right now, we only have the Ottawa region and a bit in the southern Ontario, and now we are going to the Quebec side, which hopefully is going to boom across Quebec. But I'm hoping in 5 years that it actually is a name that anyone will actually recognize, just because of the strength and just being anywhere, just the strength of the name. Actually, I hope it's recognized, because we are what we advise, what we are technically. We're a smart family shop. It is the way of the future. People are conscious about money, so it is, and I'm pretty happy of being one of the first franchisee in the Ottawa region. So hopefully it's gonna grow the same way in the east and the west of Canada. So
That's great.
yeah.
Great. No, you come across very natural.